The Altay is a modern main battle tank, designed and developed by Otokar, who is a subsidiary of Koç Holding, for the Turkish Army and export markets. It is named in honor of Army General Fahrettin Altay, who commanded the 5th Cavalry Corps in the final stage of the Turkish War of Independence. History. National Tank Production Project was an initiative developed in mid-1990s to establish independent and robust infrastructure for the production, development and maintenance of main battle tanks used by Turkish armed forces. The project was initiated with an agreement signed between Otokar and Undersecretariat for Defense Industries of the Republic of Turkey on 30th of March, 2007, when the Defense Industries Executive Committee awarded a contract worth approximately $500 million to Otokar from the design, development and production of 4 prototypes of a national main battle tank. This is Turkey's first MBT development program since 1943, when prototypes of a Turkish national tank were produced in Kırıkkale, but never reached full-scale mass production. Otokar, a company owned by Istanbul-based Koç Holding, is one of the major automotive manufacturers in Turkey. Otokar has produced more than 25,000 military vehicles as of 2008. Subsequently, in accordance with the later Defense Industries Executive Committee ruling, subcontractors were selected as follows: Technical Support Enabler Hyundai Rotem, Fire Control System, Command Control Communication Information System, Laser Warning System, Driver's Vision System, Navigation System, IFF System Subcontractor, ASELSAN. 120 mm 55 caliber primary weapons subcontractor, state-owned MKEK. Armor subcontractor, Roketsan. Development. In order to improve the current technical capabilities of the Turkish defense industries and increase the amount of domestic contribution towards national defense, the Undersecretariat for Defense Industries decided that a national tank will serve as an excellent catalyst for uniting certain Turkish defense companies around a common goal and for providing the Turkish military with extra firepower in the form of a modern tank. The Turkish Ministry of Defense allocated a budget of $1 billion for the development of the Altay. The military electronics company ASELSAN manufactures and integrates Vulcan 3 modular fire control system, command, control and information systems, while state-owned MKEK agreed for the production and integration of a modified and licensed produced Rheinmetall 120 mm gun. Another state company, Roketsan, designs an indigenous armor. Once the prototypes are produced and tested, the Undersecretariat for Defense Industries of the Republic of Turkey will prepare and execute a separate order for the first lot of 250 tanks. A total of 1,000 MBTs are planned to be produced in 4 separate lots of 250 units. Every delivered lot is expected to have additional upgrades. First 3D picture of Turkey's new main battle tank, Altay, was released to public on 7 April 2010 during a press release by SSM. According to reports, a military envoy from Colombia was also present at the press meeting to obtain more information about the tank. In April 2013, officials of the Saudi Arabian army reportedly became interested in the Altay main battle tank. At IDEF 2013, the Azerbaijan army expressed interest in the Altay tank. Otokar placed a bid for 77 Altays for a tender in Oman in August 2013. The first prototype Altay tank is ready to use by the end of 2016. In January 2016, Turkey reported that the Altay had received interest from Pakistan and Gulf Arab countries. Design. The tank is projected to have a 120 mm smoothbore gun and will include CBR far-end defense elements to protect it from chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear weapons. The planned maximum speed is set at 70 km per hour, provided by 1,800 horsepower engines, and the MBTs will be able to function under 4.1 meters of water. The tank will benefit both from indigenously developed systems and from the armor technology of the South Korean K2 Black Panther, accorded by an agreement signed with South Korea. The candidates for the engine are German MTU Friedrichshafen and the new South Korean engine, which is currently under development. The first two batches will be powered by the 1,500 horsepower MTU engines, whereas the last two batches will be powered by an indigenous 1,800 horsepower engine. On the 16th of June 2008, SSM and industry members discussed a possible participation for the development of 1,800 horsepower indigenous power pack for use in the armored personnel carriers and main battle tanks produced in Turkey. Altay appears to share strong chassis characteristics with its technological base, the South Korean K2 Black Panther, with the redesigned Turkish turret and Aselsan's Vulcan 3 modular fire control system. The tank will be fielded with ASDANAG 4579 compatible battlefield target identification system that ensures interoperability among small tank units. There are 7 wheels, which translates to a longer hull, heavier armor and increased survivability, while moving at high speeds, to evade ATGM attacks, sudden brakings and maneuvering at severe angles of the capabilities that were taken into consideration from the early stages of development. Isolated ammunition compartment is designed to save tank crew from explosions alongside fire and explosion suppression systems which will activate in case of hit or accident. The tank is equipped with sensors for the detection of air contamination sourced from chemical and biological weapons. Electric engine. Otokar General Manager Serdar Gogak has announced that the company is considering the development of an electric engine for the Altay. Gogak stated that an electric engine would reduce the ability of the enemy to identify the tank with thermal cameras in the battlefield. He added that vehicles with internal combustion can be caught on thermal cameras. Otokar developed an electric engine for its buses and is working on retrofitting its design to the Altay tank prototypes. On the 29th of April 2009, the head of the Turkish Under-Secretariat for Defense Industries, Murad Bey, has confirmed that the 9th IDEX International Defense Industry Fair in Abu Dhabi, that the Turkish tank will be manufactured using only Turkish resources. He added that the research started last week and that he expected to create an authentic tank model specially designed for the needs of the Turkish armed forces within 3 years. As of September 2010, with approval of the tank subsystems and software by Under-Secretariat for Defense Industries, conceptual design phase of the Altay project has been completed. Thus, the project advanced to detailed design phase scheduled to last 30.5 months. The scope of the detailed design phase is to design and integrate interfaces for the selected tank subsystems. On the 15th of October 2010, Otokar signed contract with MTU and Rank for the supply of power pack. On the 15th of December 2010, Defense Industry Executive Committee decided to start the development of National Power Pack. On the 10th of May 2011, Aselsan was contracted by the Under-Secretariat for Defense Industries to design and develop 2 battlefield target identification device prototypes. On the 11th of May 2011, the mock-up of Altay tank was introduced to the public in IDEF 2011. On the 18th of October 2012, the first Altay was put on trials, although lacking side skirts and using a mock-up turret to simulate a real turret. On the 16th of November 2012, two Altay prototypes successfully passed initial acceptance tests, paving the way for serial production 2 years earlier than expected. Two more prototypes will be built by 2013 or 2014. The remaining two prototypes have been delivered to the Turkish land forces. Sales: the Altay will compete on the Turkish Army contract estimated at $3.5 billion for a batch of 250 tanks. 3 more similar batches are expected. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia has shown interest in procuring Altay tank for their armed forces.